Hello, everyone. Welcome to Double Top Darts Coaching. Um, Probably wondering why I'm wearing this. I'm a big Ferrari fan. It's race weekend, and I thought, why hide it again? I'm a real bloke, just like everyone else, and I'm covering that subject as mentioned earlier on my TikTok about doubt, because I think we do cover technique a lot with this, but I want to cover it because again, I'm just like you. I mean, I'm using the coaching to progress me as a player too. I'm not finished yet. Everything I teach, I also implement on my own game, and I honestly believe that it is working. I mean, the averages are proving it that it is working. I mean, obviously, I have a job like everyone else, and the amount of time I can put into it is limited. Um, but I'm still seeing significant improvement. But from the player I was to the player I'm becoming, doubt is such a big thing. I mean, so that I'm gonna basically cover that today, and break it down into areas. Okay, so here we go. Okay then. So I used to be a player that averaged 55. I was down in the trenches like that. Okay, I used to practice a lot, well, as much as I could with my job or work away, so I couldn't practice when I was away. Oh, again, I'm in the Navy, so being at sea, not a perfect environment to learn how to play or to keep your game up there. But then these are the thoughts I still had when I was practicing when I was at home. Um, I didn't believe at the time I could average 60 or 70 because I'd see all these top Super League players averaging 70 plus week in, week out. And I'm like, I can't, I'm never going to be as good as that. I mean, I know it sounds extremely negative and depressive, but that's how I felt. And I'm sure there are people out there that also feel like that. Um, and what would happen would be that would make me tense and frustrated, which would then obviously that tension would go into my arm and my shoulders, and my whole technique would tense up, which would make me play worse. And then I call that the start of the spiral of doubt. So once you start spiraling downwards, so you're struggling, you get frustrated, you tense up, your average goes down because of it, and then it goes down a bit more, and then you get more frustrated, and you doubt even more, and then you get to a point where you're like, I need to change something, and then that's where equipment changes come in. Oh, I need heavier darts, longer darts, shorter darts, longer points, better points. And and again, as a coach, whenever I hear and see this, basically that tells me that once you make a change, you reset the clock. How many days can you say you've been with your set of darts in exactly the same configuration? That is absolutely key, because I mean, okay, there are players out there that can play with many different types of darts all of the time, but I believe the players that play well consistently, while consistently changing their darts, are very few and far between. Obviously, we've all got plenty of examples in our city, but again, I'm talking about the people that can't do that. But there is a way out. There is a way to solve this. Um, so, and on the other side of doubt is when you start playing well, and then you'd be on for like a 15 or an 18 dart leg, and then you'll be on that double, and then you'll just freeze, and then you'll end up missing three at the double, and you'll split it, then you'll miss another three, and before you know it, you got a 30 dart leg, and you're on for a 15 or an 18, which I consider, fairly good. All right, we want to aim for more, we want to aim for 15 or lower. Of course we do. We want to be perfect, but a realistic game for the average player, 15 to 18 darts, isn't a it's not as big an ask as you'd think. So, with that in mind, I'm saying the way forward is quite simple. Again, you don't need necessarily a darts coach to solve this one, because it's all in your mind. It's all about you. So what I recommend as a darts coach, when if you're experiencing this kind of thing, which again is common, number one, if you do keep changing your darts, then you need to understand about what dart suits you. I mean, if you're going from pairs to standards to long to short, then you don't know what you're doing. You need to figure out what works best for your throw, and then stick with it. Okay, stop changing your darts all the time, because it doesn't work. It resets the clock. Everything your brain has learned from all the practice you've put in if you're a heavy practicer, you reset it, which isn't good. I mean, because then you'll play really, really well with the darts to start with. It always happens first day, first 2 days. Everyone plays absolutely amazing, but then your brain will go back to the way you were throwing the other set, and then that's when it all goes down. Okay, stop changing your darts. Okay, or at least try and learn what you need or what suits you. Again, I will be covering that in the future, and then stick with it. Okay. And another thing is you need to practice yourself into these averages. You know, you need to. I mean, if you're hyper into the averages, which everyone is, but in your practice, just on the accuracy practicing, don't focus on the averages. You just focus on the drills, because then when you get to your games, your drills and your action, your muscle memory will kick in, and then before you know it, I mean, I'm seeing this frequently with myself right now, where I'm on for an 18 dart leg quite consistently. I don't necessarily get it, but I'm on for it consistently because all my scoring drills and everything is in my arm. It's like my mental side is having to catch up. There's no time for doubt. And when you start hitting treble 20s or your doubles because you without really thinking about it, they call it unconscious competence. That's where we really want to be. I want you hitting it unconsciously, but I also want you to be able to hit it consciously. But again, that's another discussion. All right. So, but doubt it's a common thing. Okay. So if you're experiencing this, don't panic, but just stop changing your darts all the time. Start believing in yourself, and then starting from scratch. Because since I started going on these coaching courses and then becoming a coach, the one thing that has improved in my game is my own self doubt. I don't doubt so much anymore because I'm like, I can average 70, I can average 80, I can average 90. I mean, I haven't done that yet, but I 100% believe I'm on the path. Again, I'm on the journey with you lot too. That's why I can tell you that this stuff works. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. Again, I wanted to get this video out. It's a bit quick put together. It is my birthday today, so it's a nice quick video. But again, I'd rather post it and be like, oh, I can improve that in the future, and then not post at all. Okay, because there are people out there that really want this advice. Again, like and share if you think this is worth it. If you think there's people that you know that are like this, and there's help. Help is out there. You know, don't give up. Okay, we all love darts. I'm passionate about darts. I love it. Yeah, so that'll do for today. Double Top Darts Coaching. Thank you very much.